Today we are going to work on going from an improper fraction to a mixed number. This step will be really important when we are multiplying or dividing mixed numbers. 85 over 3 is an improper fraction because the top number, 85, is larger than the bottom number. And so when that happens, we know that we have a number greater than 1, and we're going to convert this back into a mixed number. To do that, I'm going to use steps to help me through each step. So I'll set this problem up as division because fractions are a way of symbolizing division. And so our top number goes inside, that's our dividend, and the bottom number goes outside, that's the divisor, what we're dividing by. Okay, our first step will be to try to divide 3 into the first number, 8. Okay, thinking about your multiplication facts, we want to get 3 times something as close to 8, but not being larger. It might be helpful to have a multiplication chart open as we do these problems. 3 can go into 8 2 times, so the number goes up on top above the 8. Moving down, our next step is to multiply, so we're going to do 3 times 2, which will be 6. I'm going to put that directly underneath my 8 and subtract. Next, we bring down. So this 5, we only bring down one number at a time, gets put directly next to our original remainder of 2. And then we repeat the process. So going back to the top, we're going to divide 3 into 25, getting as close to 25 but not greater. So 3 8 times would be 24. That gets subtracted. And we have no numbers left to bring down, so this 1 becomes our remainder. So we were able to make 28 whole groups, so that's a whole number, and we had 1 left over. As a fraction, the remainder is 1/3, and the third comes from what did we divide by, because that is the size of our groups. Let's see what this looks like with some slightly larger numbers. Okay, we're going to follow the same exact procedure, except when we're doing double digits, you want to list out your multiples first to kind of guide you through the problem. So what I like to start with is listing out 24 multiples, because these are larger than the ones we have memorized. Okay, so I would multiply out 24. Okay, as we get to the larger ones, I'm going to have to do the multiplication step out. And again, by doing this, it's going to help me guide through the division step. Right? For now, I'll stop at the 5. I have enough information to get me started on this problem. Okay, so I'm going to start with the division step, and I want to divide 24 into 5, which I cannot do because 5 is obviously smaller than 24. So I'm going to remember to put in my 0 placeholder. Now I move over, I'm still trying to divide, and I'm going to divide 24 into 52. Okay? Because I've taken the time to list out these multiples, I'm going to look for the number that is closest to 52 but not larger. And I see 48, which means I can make 2 groups of 24 from 52. I've already got my multiplication step done. 24 times 2 is 48, and that gets subtracted like so. We'll regroup. Okay. And after subtract, we bring down. And again, because I've listed out these multiplication facts, I know how many groups I can make. Okay, 24 can go into 49 2 times again. 2 goes above the 9, subtract 48. Because I have no numbers left, that is my remainder. So we have 22 whole groups and 1 out of 24. Okay, again, what's going to be really helpful is using the note sheet on division to keep track of the steps. And if you're not so confident with your multiplication facts, I encourage you to keep out a multiplication table.